Hello and welcome. We are with Meeran Borwankar, the Additional Director General of Police of Maharashtra State. Ma'am, thank you so much for joining us. What do you think are the key barriers that women face at their workplace?
I don't think there are any barriers, except women like to think that there are barriers and they should go beyond that now. In some cases, yes, you do not feel that atmosphere is maybe very conducive to you. Like in my department, it could be totally male dominated department. I feel there are psychological barriers and they are mostly self-created.
Okay, so how have you tackled it, perhaps, like what is your personal experience, considering that you've worked in a male dominated sector, so to say?
I belong to 1981 of Indian Police Service and I was the only lady in my batch, but it never bothered me. I never thought about it, and I think I have come through 30 years of my service only because I never thought of it as an issue. But if a girl or a woman thinks it's an issue, she should talk it out with her colleagues, with her seniors, with her peer group, and find a solution. What bothers me is that many of us only identify the problem but make no effort to find a solution.
Okay, from when you started out to where things are now in the public services, do you see a whole lot of more women participation, and if yes, then what is driving it?
Yeah, sure. See, about 15 years back, I got a letter from a girl from Nagpur saying that I want to join police, but my Atya, means father's sister, she is the only one who is supporting me, nobody else in the family supports me. And few months back, I was visiting police lines, and a young thin looking girl, she came forward. She had been recruited as a constable, and she said 2 of her cousins have also joined. So 15 years back, families were not encouraging girls to join police, and today I had 3 girls from the same family having joined police with the full support of the family.
Okay, how difficult is it to rise the ranks in public services?
That way, I would like to record that government may be the best employer in the country. We are treated on par. The moment you show professionalism, it's valued. Only minus point would be that we are very seniority bound. So if I belong to 81 batch of Indian Police Service, I cannot supersede say 80 or 79 batch, but otherwise professionalism is valued in government services.
How important is safety at work in government services?
The atmosphere is, again here the government would be the ideal employer. The atmosphere is that women have to be treated equally, but the reality may be different. We are being encouraged to form committees on against sexual harassment. Most places have. Maybe interiors still have to come a long way. Incidents of sexual harassment cannot be ruled out, but the culture is that they are looked down upon, action is taken. So that's the plus point of government services.
How can women, at not just public offices but even in the private sector, deal with such kinds of incidents?
See, now legal awareness that each department, each corporate, every field, we must have committees on against sexual harassment, and that incident having been reported has to be inquired into and action taken. On paper, it's all looking very good. We have to just implement it and create a general culture which says that now things cannot be put under a carpet. So I would say discussion about this act, debates about it, and implementation.
Do you think that we have sufficient regulations in place and there's just a lack of awareness, or is there another problem why women actually don't come out and report these issues?
No, I am totally with you that there is adequate law. Awareness and implementation, both are issue.
And what can be done to actually increase this awareness?
See, we women should talk. We should also take the responsibility of increasing our own legal awareness. Most of us take no interest till some incident happens. So I would say that women must hold themselves responsible for increasing their own awareness, especially legal literacy, and then more open discussions. Even now the culture in India is to suffer in silence. So we have to break that.
Okay, do you think having like a quota for women as far as jobs in the public sector are concerned have actually helped more women to achieve leadership positions?
Absolutely. And we should not say that we don't want this reservation, because we have suffered for centuries. And women have, in my own department, now in Maharashtra we have 33% reservation for women. The department is becoming so women friendly, and half the population being women. If a complainant walks in a police station, 50% of chances are that it could be a woman victim, and if she finds other women sitting there, her comfort level goes up. So I would say that reservation is helping women, and their presence is helping governance.
Okay, so how important then, how difficult is it for women to actually like rise up the ranks as far as leadership is concerned in public sector employment?
Well, I may be repeating myself, but I am again telling you that governance and government sector, public sector, it's very women friendly. Actually, the culture is that. Reality may be different, but whenever they deviate from reality, somebody brings it back. So if you are doing well, if you are professional, and if you have seniority, you can reach the top.
3 things that Indian women can do to be more financially independent and get more empowered.
Taking responsibility of their own lives, making themselves aware, educate themselves, legal literacy, and then more collaboration of women coming together and voicing themselves.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks.